It was sales of newspaper, print media. Okay. So Mail and Guardian, newspaper, Forbes magazine, Lesotho Times. So it was good brands that I was associated with. It was sales and marketing, and it was pretty much who I am, and I think I still am that.
Yeah.
And in order to be in business, I think you have to be a sales and marketing person. So that also did teach me and grew me a lot. But that's also how I ended up where I am today.
Yeah. Because you know that life is always gonna direct you to who you are supposed to be, actually.
Exactly. And I mean, like, along the way, I did like so many different things. I was a brand ambassador for the late King Goodwill's Valentini's royal brand, Bayede.
Yeah.
So the royal brand of wine and, textiles and clothing and, just a lot of media and marketing stuff, sales stuff. And one day while I was at my media company working, and I was flipping through newspaper and I saw an advert looking for extras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, looking for extras. And I'm like, sounds interesting. I got nothing else to do. So my husband, now boyfriend at the time, I'm like, let's go and do this. They were looking for like 200 Indian people. So where do you ever find that? So I knew it was something.
Was it a soap?
It was an international. Series, and they were recreating a city called Burma, and it's all Indian people, and so basically they recreated Burma here in Durban Central CBD, and it was my first time on a set.
Yeah, I got dreams. Let me do me now. Let me do me. Let me do me now. Let me do me.
Sanibonani babukele emakhaya, sengiphinde ngabuya futhi with another episode of Ina Upopile hleli nolumkile zinyanga njengenjwayelo. You guys know which way we start. Why haven't you subscribed? Subscribe. Click the notification button to get more content so that we can continue bringing you vibrant people who are doing the most in the community. And today I'm with a lady here. She definitely doesn't need an introduction, because I think like she's been in the industry for quite some time. But you know, sometimes people who are behind the scenes and where they get left out and they don't get their fame as the superstars who are always in front of the people. I'm with Nerusha Maharaj. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm good. It's nice to be with you here.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, plus I've always like wanted to do this. I think we started talking about it last year, but it didn't happen, and I was starting to even lose hope. So when we met the other day and said, no, let's do this, I was very excited because I'm really intrigued with your journey through the media space, and it's very inspiring, and I'm sure it's gonna inspire also a lot of like young women out there who want to see themselves dominating this space.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about timing as well. So we spoke a long time ago, but just trust the timing.
Yeah, because the time is always right.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
So how is your day today?
Oh, it's good. It's good. And a beautiful setup. I'm here with you. I've been waiting for this to be speaking and catching up with you. So I'm chilled. I'm excited.
I know. I'm also like very excited with everything that you're going to speak about. So for someone maybe who's like seeing you for the first times today, who will you tell them who you are? Who's Nerusha?
Nerusha, first and foremost, is a mother.
Okay.
So I'm a mother, a wife. So 2 boys. I'm a boy mom.
Oh, okay. How old are your kids?
13 and 10. Well, he's 9, going to be 10.
They're very old.
Yeah.
They're gonna be on their own. So
well, that's why I can be me. I can be me, and it's time that I focus on myself and the company and making an impact and a difference, because the kids are big now. The boys are okay; they're big.
But you'll be doing all these things while you're also like juggling being a mom.
Yeah,
it's also like some superpower.
So back to your question. So I run a company called Visual Network SA, one-stop production store in KZN, assisting movie productions with locations, accommodation, catering, crew, transport, anything that a production needs when shooting in KZN.
Yeah.
I've assisted well over hundreds of productions
I'm sure you
so
can't
far.
even count now.
Yeah. And then I'm the city producer of the 48-hour film project. Yeah. We'll get into that. You know, international short film competition. And I'm also in the non-profit sector, you know, with, it's called Let's Act. And it's not just about acting or teaching people how to act, but it's about taking action of your life and who you are and being responsible.
It's great that you also like giving back, eh?
Oh, we have
Because
to.
giving back, the thing I feel like most business people they always neglect that part until they have to do it for SARS and stuff. So
yeah, true. True.
Yeah. So now, because what I always like to do here is to dive deeper in your life before we even speak about you meeting your passion and also opening your companies and stuff. So I want to know, Nje, where did you grow up and how was the upbringing?
Born and bred in Reservoir Hills. I am still in Reservoir Hills up until this day. So I grew up there, went to school in the area, and then high school in Westville Girls High School. And there went to university, UKZN, BA Law, did nothing with it.
So you're in Howard?
But it was when the transition was happening. So I started off at UKZN, and then there was a merge, and then I moved to Howard campus.
Okay.
And
So
then
at home, how many were you at home?
4. I'm the eldest. Both parents, thankfully, lost my dad when I was 21. That is young. I know there's kids, but I'm the eldest child. So my little brother was like 11 at the time. There's 4 of us. So I'm the eldest of 4 siblings. And so 2 brothers and a sister. And beautiful, typical Indian family, orthodox home and upbringing. I'm a vegetarian.
So even now you're a vegetarian?
I'm still a vegetarian. Came from my upbringing, and I'm grateful for it. I've been brought up that way, so I don't know any different. But I don't have anything against anybody. I mean, I cook meat for my husband and for my son, my one son. The other son's a vegetarian, so at least somebody took after me.
So you don't taste at all when you cook meat?
No. I do the what do you call it? The sight test and smell test. It looks good. It smells good. It's good. If you like it, you eat it. If you don't like it, sort yourself out.
I'm sure though, being like the eldest, because I've like encountered this a lot. You see, when you are the eldest at home, and especially you are a female, you become like the second mother to your siblings and stuff. So what were the challenges with you at that time? Because I'm sure you were also like trying to assist your mom, losing your dad at such an early age. So how did you balance everything now, going to school and also being that person at home? Because it's not easy being the first child.
It's not. It's not easy, but firstborns they're strong. They carry a lot of, stress and the pressure of the family, but I'm grateful for that, because that makes me cope with the daily life and challenge. Okay, and I was 21 when my dad passed on, but I had met my husband. We were going out at the time, and so I had support. So I had somebody that I could, rely on and fall back on. So that helped, I got married young. I got married like 23 years old. So, I mean, but being a firstborn, I loved it. And I mean, like now, being a firstborn, I realized the responsibilities, because with my son, I'm like, no, but you need to do that, or you need to take care of your brother, and you're the firstborn. But I mean, with responsibility also comes some privileges. Like, I mean, he gets to sit in the front if we're driving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, I get it. So, have you always known that you want to be doing what you're doing now at that age, or maybe this gift that you have, you discovered it late in life?
Discovered it much later on. I mean, I went to school, and after school went into law because I was accepted for it. I was accepted for it. And then like family and parents, and it's like, if you accept it, I mean, you know, you have to choose 3 things that you want to do and whatever. And because of your marks, and you're like, okay, I can do this. Okay. And because I was outspoken, I thought it might be a good career choice for me. And I like justice, don't we all?
Yeah, we all do it.
So I thought it was, but it was not for me. Not for me.
So did you end up like finishing it, or?
I was in my 3rd year, and then I did a little in-service. At that point, my dad passed away. And I think from there, I figured out that's not actually me. Yeah, I think my dad passed away had a lot to do with it. But I mean, it was just, I knew that was not for me as well.
Because sometimes we do like confuse being outspoken with other professions, especially when we're still young. Because you know, even parents, they always be advising us of taking those popular like fields. They don't advise us to do art. Because I've met very few people actually who were encouraged to do something that has to
Absolutely.
do with art.
I mean, especially back in the day when I was growing up. But I mean, now, and I'm sure we'll get deeper into that later on, drama is taken out of schools, of in public schools. It's no longer in the curriculum in most public schools, which, how would I have survived without drama in school? There's a lot of drama queens and kings out there today. But I mean, not everybody's an academic.
And we have to like accept that fact. Because now you even see with people how they interact with TikTok.
Making money.
Yes.
Supporting their families.
Some of them, you'll find a kid that is still in high school now, and they discover that they have an eye for content. They start creating content, and they make money. They even make more money than their parents.
Exactly.
And now parents have to come back home and not work anymore because of that. So we have to like encourage this. Well, that's why I even like the 48-hour film, because I do feel like that you guys are giving a lot. I know we're still gonna dive deep into that, but we do need a lot of people to be like invested in art, because what is art without art?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So after now, after your dad passed, and then you decided that you wanted to stop doing law. What was the next step at that time for you? What were you thinking? What was going on your head?
Well, I knew I had to do something. I can't just sit and do nothing. I don't have a dad now. You know what I mean? I got a job. I got a job, and I was into sales. And
what year was that?
This was, gosh, now you're gonna make me say my age, but anyway, I don't. No. 2018. What was it? I mean, sorry. 2008. Yeah, 2008. Yeah, not 18.
So you also have like a sales background.
Yeah.
So what were you doing?
It was sales of newspaper, print media. Okay. So Mail and Guardian, newspaper, Forbes magazine, Lesotho Times. So it was good brands that I was associated with. It was sales and marketing, and it was pretty much who I am, and I think I still am that.
Yeah.
And in order to be in business, I think you have to be a sales and marketing person. So that also did teach me and grew me a lot. But that's also how I ended up where I am today.
Yeah. Because you know that life is always gonna direct you to who you are supposed to be, actually.
Exactly. And I mean, like, along the way, I did like so many different things. I was a brand ambassador for the late King Goodwill's Valentini's royal brand, Bayede. So the royal brand of wine and, textiles and clothing and, just a lot of media and marketing stuff, sales stuff. And one day while I was at my media company working, and I was flipping through a newspaper, and I saw an advert looking for extras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Looking for extras. And I'm like, sounds interesting. I got nothing else to do. So my husband, now boyfriend at the time, I'm like, let's go and do this. They were looking for like 200 Indian people. So where do you ever find that? So I knew it was something.
Was it a soap?
It was an international, series, and they were recreating a city called Burma, and it's all Indian people. And so basically they recreated Burma here in Durban Central CBD. And it was my first time on a set.
How was the experience?
That's why I'm here today. It was electrifying. Just seeing how you can change Prince Edward Street in Durban to Burma. With the shop fronts and the name and, just set design and then the people and their dressing. And even back in the day, it's because it was a period piece. And I was just intrigued. I was taken away. I knew then, this is something I want to do, And that was like way back. And then, I attended a lot of auditions and did stuff. I knew I never wanted to be in front of the camera. Never.
Why didn't you want that? Because I didn't. Now, even when you are explaining all the behind the scenes, the costumes,
exactly,
the interior.
I think because that's my mind, or that's what I find intriguing, or that's what excites me, the logistics, and that's also what led me to producing. So I was actually forming my eye for becoming a producer at the time. I didn't even know. I attended some auditions and did some extra roles. I never ever went for stuff. I did like commercial stuff, but never on screen, theatrical or cinema, whatever, performances. From there, I knew, okay, fine, I want to be a location scout. I was on set one day and somebody was like, oh my gosh, our location scout let us down and we got a 5-week shoot and we're looking. And at that time, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know anything about it. But I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I did a whole 5-week shoot.
So what does a location scout do? Do you like have to know more on what is going to happen, or you just find a vein and then?
So a location scout is somebody who works very closely with the director and producer. But, you go through the script, you have a location breakdown according to the script. It has to be relevant. If we're shooting a township story, a Kasi story in a specific area, it has to be a location that suits that, a house that suits that, a church that suits that, a location that's going to suit that, not some fancy Mshlanga Balita house and we leave that for, like I'm just saying, when we're shooting our Mummy's Club or Housewives of Durban or something. So it's all relevant to a script. Even if it's a period piece, if it was something that was shot in the early 70s or 60s, so looking for buildings or architectures according to that. But just sometimes according to a script, it may be a normal modern day 3-bedroom house, but it has to be specific, just say as per script. If there's a murder scene that's taken and somebody's dragged from the garage into the house, it has to be interleading. So there's different things that you have to take into consideration as a location scout. But basically a location scout is you finding locations as per a location brief, fulfilling your director's vision of what he wants to achieve, and also taking into consideration logistics.
Hey, this must have been easy, eh?
When you're shooting. You can't have one location in Nanda, another one in Amlazi, another one in Amshlali. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to logistically make sense as well.
So you need also like a lot of connection for you to...
A lot of connections.
You can't be going to these places and finding them yourself. So you must also have people on call.
Of course. And that's what I do. If I work closely, like if I'm going into Inanda, I work with the Ink Tourism.
Oh, okay.
In Amlazi, I've met up with Amlazi Tourism. If it's central, like I have my business connections or whatever not. Or like networking groups. A lot of people in real estate as well that assist me with what I need. But also then it's permits. I need to apply for permit if I'm shooting at the beachfront. If I'm shooting on a road, any public area. If I'm shooting in a rural area, I have to go and have a chat with the Induna and the chief of the area. I have to. Yeah, of course, because I'm the location scout. Chatting with business forums and whoever it is relevant to that area.
Imagine me, I was just thinking that in a location scout, you just say, we're gonna shoot there and then we're done.
If only it was that easy.
now I do get it. It's very difficult. Actually.
If only.
Yeah, it's need those people also who are like more organized and stuff. Because imagine if you forget to file for a permit and then
then you're gonna get stopped. Then you're gonna have people at your
now the shoot is behind and a lot of things can happen when you don't stick to a schedule, especially when you're shooting.
You have to speak to the schedule and also within an area to make sure that you're taking care of an area that you're shooting at. To be very, intentional. When you're shooting an area, use extras from the area. Use the security provider from the area. So you're also giving back to the area. I mean, not just the location owner who you pay to use their location, but I mean also to the community as a whole.
Also bring value to them so that
exactly.
Also, because with the township people, they are always harassing people. Whenever they feel like they not get anything back, they will harass you.
They'll stop your shoot. We've been stopped.
You've been stopped.
Yeah.
How did that happen? And where was it?
No, I don't want to say where it is. I'll have those guys.
But you don't say the people that will stop you. You say where was it?
Let's just say.
Let's hope it was not at Inanda, eh?
No, it wasn't at Inanda. Inanda's lovely. I go shoot there all the time. No, it wasn't in Inanda. It was just past Umzinto side. Just past there. But before Umzinto. So anyway, in between, you figure out where. And we were stopped because, people always want to come for something, or they're just greedy because they think that, that you've got money because you're shooting a movie. But I mean, meanwhile, you've met with the Induna, you've paid something, to whatever that you needed to pay. You're paying the location owner, you're using locations, you're paying extras from the area, you've got some security. But still, because you've got an external caterer who's not from the area, or you got but I mean, we're shooting there for like 5 days out of 6 months. I'm not going to be using someone for 5 days. Are you going to be preparing my vegan stuff? Somebody who's got this, who needs a specific meal. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Hey, I know, because we grew up right around this location.
Yeah, they come with guns.
We know.
And then they'll be like, they want to speak to who brought you here.
You can't even deny.
And then there's this Indian girl going there.
And you can't even deny when they're there, because they always feel like they own their place. And
they do.
Which is wrong, because I think that attitude is also like making sure that we don't progress. Because now there are some places that should be more developed, but they are not developed because of this attitude. But
I've been grateful. I've been so lucky. I've been blessed. That was only one time it's ever happened to me. Ever. It's never happened, and it won't happen. Because I know the areas where I'll go to and where I won't go to.
I know.
Period.
Yeah, that's
I know where I'll go to because, I know who I can trust and work with and who's got my back. And I'll go to those areas. I'll continue going to those areas. And other than that, I won't,
Yeah. So now, once you because you're still doing the location stuff.
Yes.
So what was the next move for you now?
So I still had a job at the time, and then I was basically freelancing, and then
so you were in the newspaper.
I was in the newspaper, yes, and at that time there was a lot of, remember, print media was dying.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody was buying newspapers, magazines.
Now it's not even dying anymore.
I'm talking about back then, right?
Yeah.
So it was dying then, and and at that time I started, just being freelancing with the location space, learning, doing online stuff, attending workshops that the Film Commission had, the Durban Film Office or whatever it was back then. So I was freelancing for a long time. And it's only since, and then we got, we were working from home, all of those things because they couldn't afford rent. And then I decided, I'm opening up my own company.
Oh, you opened it after COVID?
I opened it
COVID?
2019, I opened up. Peak COVID. So the company was registered in, September?
It was Visual Network.
Visual Network SA was registered September of 2019. December of that year was peak COVID. You know, 2020 was peak COVID. We went into a lockdown and a shutdown and all of those things.
So what inspired it? What inspired you to like now after working for so long from 2008, you working and all of a sudden 10 years later you want to open your company. What gap did you see that you wanted to close?
Nice question. Very good question. That's exactly it. I saw a need for a one-stop shop in KZN. Because, I mean, people work in silos. People are just doing camera or editing, or if it's a voiceover or equipment rental or just locations or just whatever. And I wanted to be a one-stop shop. There's no one-stop shops in KZN.
Yeah.
So, and I saw the gap. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me fill it, because I see an opportunity here, not just for myself, but for others in my network. And not only that, remember, every production is different.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will not use the same service providers all the time. Because, I mean, not every production can afford this person or that person. Whereas there's somebody who's hungry and it's like, I want to just be a PA. I want to be a driver on set. I want to be a runner. Whereas if it's entry level, you're giving opportunities to whoever needs it.
So for people who don't know what a one-stop shop is, because we're always trying to educate also while we speak about some of the things, because maybe there's someone at home who doesn't understand what is a one-stop shop. So can we explain a bit?
So a one-stop shop is a company that when you're shooting a movie or if you're doing anything, basically, like, because I've also been in the event space for some time. We haven't even spoken about that. So everything from finding your crew to your your equipment, your insurance, your locations, your transport, your scheduling, whatever it is that you need, a one-stop shop for movies.
Okay.
For movies, for movie productions. If you have a script and you want it to be produced, come to us.
Okay. That's
come to us. If you have a script and you have money to fund it.
But you have to have money. Eh?
So, and that's also another reason how and why I started off as a service company, because I didn't go straight into producing. I started off as basically freelancing first, being a location scout, and then opening up the company with services, and then I transitioned into producing. It's because being a service provider, I have people now who've got a script and got funding and need it to be produced and need services. So then I know I'm not going out looking for money. It's people who have money and needing my services that are going to come to me.
For quite some time.
Exactly.
Also.
And I mean, I have a whole network of people and locations and things that I can add value to,
It's also great because I can see how valuable it is to have a one-stop shop, because, even with script writers or people who want to do movies, they always get stressed, when you have to outsource this there and this and there and there. So it's better when you're dealing with one person, because you know that you're going to get everything that you need. You're going to get everything. And you can negotiate because you're not just doing one service from them. Yeah. So, you got, I'm just saying, if somebody comes, okay, they want their location, they want catering, they want security, they want whatever it is. And if they cutting me down by 20% or whatever it is, or 30% of the rate that I give them on every item, it's still okay, because I have 5 or 6 different services from the one client, which is okay. That's good. So it's a win-win for me and the production. But I still think you're the only one also who owns this type of a company here in KZN. Are you competing with anyone here? Not that I know of. Because I've never actually heard of a one-stop shop for films, because people we always have the mindset of wanting to do the same thing. People don't want to be different anymore, and you don't know why it's like that. Why it's like that? Because I also saw on your educational background that you've went to many schools. So while you were doing this, you decided that I wanted to study. Go study. Yeah. So I went to Vega and I did digital marketing and building brands, and I did other stuff as well. Producing master classes and a lot of other stuff just to keep up with what's happening. And
to make sure that I'm one step ahead. But I mean, just to educate myself, I mean, we have to. If we're not learning, we'd rather die.
Yeah, because if you're not learning, you die.
Yeah.
But we see a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't wanna learn also. So
Yeah, that's their mistake.
what's the importance of like learning? Because we want them to learn more. Because you can't think that you already know everything. It's
Listen,
impossible.
we are living in the best time ever. Like, I mean, the digital revolution, right? Everything that you want to know is online, is on your mobile phone, is on YouTube, is on TikTok. You can learn anything for free. You can create a movie now with AI. I'm just saying, we are living in the most craziest and beautiful time ever. It's about educating yourself and taking a chance and putting yourself out there and not looking for excuses or blaming. Right now, we can't be blaming anyone if we're not taking it upon ourselves
Yeah.
to educate ourselves.
Yeah, it's said that people now are more ignorant than before. But now it's easy because you can even go on YouTube and then learn anything that you want to know.
Tutorials,
But
free
people are
courses.
so ignorant nowadays. They are so ignorant. They will take anything that they hear on the social media, and you will find someone arguing because of the information that they had from someone's post, and they didn't even verify that post whether that
Exactly.
person was speaking the truth or not. And there will be so much confidence that no, this is right, and it doesn't make sense. How can you be ignorant in this lifetime? Because I also like to believe that this is the best. This
It
is
is.
the best one that you've had. So now, how do you come about now working with 48-hour film? Because I do understand that 48-hour film, it's an international brand.
Yeah.
So how do you get to be in that space now?
Okay. So in 2019, the year the company started as well, was my very first time with 48-hour. And I was introduced to 48-hour by a good friend and mentor of mine, Natalie Delport. Shout out to Natalie, who's into training and development. And so she was running the 48-hour film project in Johannesburg and in KZN at the time. And I was under her guidance and mentorship for 2019 and 2018, and 2019. 2018 I was still freelancing. 2018 and 2019. And 2020 she's like, look, you got this. I'm handing it over to you. It's yours. I'm like, oh wow, okay, cool. Thank you. So, 48 is an international, filmmaking competition, extravaganza, franchise of filming, basically.
So even the pressure, I'm sure even the pressure is high because now you have to produce quality also.
I have to produce quality and make an impact, last year I know we made a huge impact.
But I'm sure it didn't start like that.
It didn't.
So
it didn't.
Was it at the beginning?
2018, let me tell you, we had 8 short films made. Only 8, right? 2019, we had 19 short films made.
More than 100%.
2020, and that was my first year as the solo producer, because that was the year that Natalie had handed over to me. And we had 50 short films made. And then, we started obviously just increasing from there. And last year we broke records and we had 161 short films made in one weekend. 161 short films made in one weekend. It's never been done before, in Africa at least.
No, I haven't heard it. So for people maybe who don't know 48-hour film, can we at least just need to describe what is a 48-hour film?
48-hour is a impromptu weekend of filmmaking. You can't plan. Because it's international, so we have to follow standards and guidelines. Every team that participates will get 2 genres. You never know what your genre could be. It could be horror, it could be a sci-fi, it could be a western, it could be a musical, could be anything, right? You get 2, you got to choose one. Or you can use both. And you get 3 elements, and all the teams participating gets the same 3 elements. So a character, one line, a line of dialogue, and a prop. So a prop could, last year the prop was a lipstick. The line was, "Do you really think I believe you?" And the character was a president of a club, of a country, of a business, anything, right? And it doesn't have to be the main character. The story doesn't have to revolve around that, but it has to be, we can walk past a room that says President Ratebe or whatever it is.
Okay.
Or it could be the president of a gym club or of a forum or whatever not. We just had to identify the character was somewhere there.
Okay.
The prop, just a lady putting in a lipstick, drawing, whatever, stabbing someone in the eye. You see weird and wonderful ways of using a prop.
Yeah.
And the line, like it's fascinating still up till now to see how people use a line in different ways. It can be written. Some people will be putting it on their cell phone, texting it to somebody. People make songs, like compose music with the line in one weekend, composing an entire track. And we've had a few of those.
Too much talent.
That's what I'm saying. It's untapped talent. And it's been phenomenal. So, I mean, you get to make a short film in one weekend. It's anything from 5 minutes to 7 minutes long, according to obviously the two genres. And that's how you would qualify or disqualify a team, is because they have to follow those guidelines. So we meet on a Friday night, online and in person, and we'd go through, we have like 2 hats and we pick up genre, A and B. And so you'd know your 2 genres. And then at the end, we release the 3 elements: character, line of dialogue, and prop. Because all teams have to have the same. And then we meet like at 6:30, then 7:30, we announce these elements, and then your time starts now. Friday night, 7:30. Sunday night, 7:30. Your movie had to have started uploading onto our portal or a physical drop-off on a USB with us. And that's how you made a movie in one weekend.
No. I didn't think that it was possible.
It's possible. Because I always say to teams, okay, fine, Friday night, use it for scripting, because you're only receiving your elements that at 7:30, so you can't do anything before that. Friday night, scripting.
So what does your team have to consist of? Because if you also have to do scripting, so you have to have different people. Also,
you have to have different people. You have to have different people. So
you have a number that you specifically say that the team must have.
Not really. We've had teams not locally. Locally, we had a team of 1 lady last year. She had somebody who appeared as an extra, but she wrote and shot it herself. She actually came down from, I don't even know where it was, Rustenburg or somewhere. Forgive me. But she did really well as well. And she actually had a pilot of something that, a concept that she wanted to create a pilot for. And she used 48 as her way of doing it with the genres given and the character. And it actually worked out beautifully. It worked out beautifully. So there's I can't say to you need 5 people or 10 people per your team. So a team leader or the producer, whoever it would be the one in charge of the team, allocating, roles and designating. But I mean, you need obviously a team that's going to be writing. You need somebody who's going to be shooting, editing, in front of camera, and then obviously other needs. So it all depends. I mean, everybody's different. We had grade 7s participating last year, 13-year-olds.
Or you also don't limit on age?
No limit on age. We had people from like an old age home. I feel bad to say that. A senior, whatever you call them. Senior citizens. From 65 to what was it? The oldest was 80 something. It was their dying wishes to be in front of camera and on screen. And we got them to be, background actors in one of them. We've had people that were on wheelchairs, blind, hearing impaired. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to be a part of a movie.
Yeah.
If you really want to do something, you'll do it. Otherwise, you'll find an excuse.
So once the movies are done now, where do you showcase these movies? And
so excited.
Do you have a top 10 or top 5?
And yes, we do. And I'm so excited. I'll be saying this on your show first. Right. Okay, well, let me just tell you, after the movies are screened, every single movie gets screened in cinema. So after the weekend of 48, everybody sends their movies to us. We still accept them up until midnight. But from 7:30 or after the deadline has finished, your movie can't go to the judges.
Okay.
because you missed the deadline.
Yeah.
It's a competition. It's 48 hours, not 50
And
hours.
it's cheating now if
Exactly.
extra time.
So then all the qualifying films go to the judges, and then it gets evaluated. Every single movie gets screened in cinema. Every single movie, even the ones that have come through late. So they get screened in cinema. We group them up 10 or 15, depending whether they're 5 minutes or 7 minutes long. And so every single movie gets screened in cinema. And then we have our awards. We have like over 30 different award categories, from best newcomer to the best high school production, primary school, well, just school production actually, the best radio station, and then the exciting awards, best cinematography, best directing, best script writing, and the overall winner, and then obviously the top 3 films. The overall winner will represent us. So that film goes international and represents our chapter internationally, hopefully. And then if they're part of the top 10 go to Cannes Film Festival. So just by entering a short film competition, somebody could end up at Cannes Film Festival.
Because I'm sure you also get recognition also there.
Absolutely.
Top talent, the people also who can even assist if they see that, hey, there's talent here.
It's talent. It's improving oneself. It's getting to know other people, your team members, who you can work with, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And if you want to produce with them, I mean, if I can't do a short film with you, I can't produce a feature or TV series with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way to test, the way teams work with each other, their creativity, but also as a benchmark. I've had some producers who are quite esteemed in the industry. They come back as a team building initiative and do it year after year, just as a team building thing for creativity, spin-offs, new ideas. We have some teams taking that idea and submitting it for funding for a full feature film, stuff like that. But I mean, not only does it get screened in cinema, we are also going to be on S+. So all the 48 short films will be on S+. So check it out there. And it's the first time I'm saying it. I mean, we were in talks with them, but I mean, now I have confirmation. So I'm like, it's going to be on S+.
Oh, that's also great. That's also good to see your film now.
Exactly.
So you go from amateur to
on TV
pro, like.
Yeah, and not only that, right? Listen, it helps you in applying for funding. Because, I mean, when you apply to like funding bodies, the NAVF or whoever it is that you're applying to, they ask you, what have you done? And where has it been screened? Sometimes YouTube doesn't carry a lot of weight.
Yeah. Especially if you are not yet recognized or monetized.
Exactly.
You hardly get paid.
Exactly. But I mean, also like film is different from, like a YouTube production or whatever not. But I mean, whereas if it's a short film, you'd fall into the first entry level tier of applying for funding because it's been screened. You've made a short film that's been screened in cinema. And so that helps.
It also goes to your CV also.
It goes to your CV, goes to your show reel, adds to your show reel. You can send it to people that you want to work with. Producers, directors, clients. This is what I've done. It's been in cinema.
Yeah, it's such a great thing what you guys are doing. I do feel like you are uplifting a lot of, I want to say young people, because it's not only young people.
It's not only young.
You know, with these things, young people, they're always going to be flooding more.
Absolutely. Love it.
Especially if you're giving a chance to even high school kids.
Yeah.
It's showing that this is also like the future, because everyone now wants to venture into these things, but to get the experience, it's something else.
It's something else to give you. But I mean, also I say especially to the young ones, right? Are you a consumer of content or a creator?
And it's always better to be the creator.
It's always better to be the creator. Nothing wrong with being a consumer, but it's always better to be the creator.
It's better if you're a consumer while you are creative. At least
you're learning.
Yeah.
Right? If you're consuming and creating, it's fine. You're using it to better yourself, to learn, from your mistakes or others' mistakes, or see what works, and, apply it, but not just to consume.
Because I remember with me, whenever I'm like watching a movie, I will always be thinking about where's the cameraman, where's the shot was
direction,
was
angle.
So I'm always thinking of that. So I'm thinking of this angle. So the camera just rotated like 360. and at home they used to not understand it.
Yes.
Why are you always? Because they will be in love with the storyline, but sometimes you'll find that I'm not even focused on the storyline. I'm just focusing on the angles, on how the camera is changing. Oh, why did it change so much now? Because it showed like three different
See?
angles in
Yeah.
like 2 minutes. So I've always been intrigued with that. So whenever I'm watching anything, I will always be criticizing the cameraman. Like the guy was shooting here. No, this is such a bad angle. Why did they take this one? So I do understand. I do understand.
That's good.
And it's something that I never even went to school for, because I didn't go to school for filming or media, but I find myself now in the middle of it.
That's awesome. Another thing is that, you say that you haven't been to school for it. That's in today's day and age, that's absolutely fine. But with 48, we have a workshop beforehand. So we have a workshop beforehand. We always try and invite esteemed producers, directors, camera, tech people, or just information sharing, knowledge, asking the questions that you need to, watching stuff that's relevant, even just previous films, dissecting it, so people can learn. Like I'm saying today, there's no excuse.
Yeah, the excuse is your mindset also.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I did see also on your resume that you did something for Mindset TV, and I was intrigued. I was intrigued about it, and I wanted to ask you what was it all about?
So Mindset TV, that was before I started Visual Network SA, and that was on my path of how I met Natalie Dalport at the time. So somebody always leads you to something. Nothing.
That's true. That's
somebody
true.
always leads you to something.
That's why you must be kind to people and also be at your best.
Exactly. So Mindset TV, I was doing business development, sales and business development. So basically advertising, new clients on board for the channel, and so more from the advertising and marketing point of view.
So your part there was always, because I do
media.
Feel like all these things they link: digital marketing, working for media, print media. Now your company is here, and then the NPC. Now, where does the NPC come from all of this?
So the non-profit. I just found a need for a non-profit organization. Because other than 48, I want to do stuff that I can give back. Because for 48, I get, I ask corporate companies, sponsor me 10 teams. Because I'm from Reservoir Hills, remember? I'm from Reservoir Hills. We've got 21 informal settlements in Reservoir Hills.
Yeah.
You know that? 21.
They have been there quite some time.
So,
a music video there.
Awesome.
For some of the guys there, that side.
So, exactly. So, it's like always taking things back home. And when was it, like 2 years ago, we had Hollywood Bets that sponsored like 10 teams. And we went into the informal settlements, and I had professional like videographers with us, and we conceptualized scripts, and they participated in 48. So those who wanted to be in front of camera, behind camera, whatever it is, we aligned them however, and we got them to create. But I mean, that drove me to, I want to do more of that. And that's how the nonprofit came about. Because at that time, 48 is not a non-profit company. So like foundations like them can't really sponsor. So they had sponsored the Reservoir Sports and Recreation Club. So, it's like a long way around of doing what you want to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do.
So,
understand.
Just making an impact.
So, because you also like spoke about you being like a part of like events. Were you doing events, organizing?
I was. In between all of these, I was also doing events. So this was pre-COVID as well. I was doing events at Hilton Hotel before the COVID and shutdown. Comedy nights or monthly comedy nights, jazz nights, and then just, these festivals. And then COVID came. And
because there's a video of you I saw with Mantolwane.
Of course! You Toyota me, I Toyota you.
No, it was a while back also.
It was a while back.
I was online because I've always been a huge fan of Mantolwane. So I would watch his videos online. And I saw a video. At first I said, no, I know this person there. But I wasn't quite sure that it's you. But as I kept watching,
it's me.
So
it's me. For those of you watching or wondering, it's me. So he's actually a very good friend of mine. I call him my doctor.
That guy is funny.
He knows why. So I mean, we work on projects together, social cohesion, and also just seeing the responses and for research and yeah, everybody's humor is different. But I mean, it's all about testing the market, seeing what works, what's humor, bringing in somebody different into a space, and what happens. We loved it. It's a social experiment. Do you know what I'm saying?
So when we were shooting that movie, where was it shot? Was it shot here in Durban or
In Reservoir Hills.
Oh, when I saw it, hey, this is Mantulwane. And Mantulwane usually when he acts, we pretend like a guy who doesn't know English at all, but in a funny way.
In a funny way, because that's the character he's portraying. Yeah.
But that's quite good because I'm sure it's still on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's everywhere. It's still trending up till now. People send me, "Is this you?" Yes, it's me. It's me.
Yeah, but it's always nice to like test yourself, because
exactly.
I've also like done some skits with comedy guys,
so
and stuff. So I've really like enjoyed it. Yeah, we've even done some of the skits here at Smart Exchange. So
even though I'm not in front of camera, there was the one time actually I agreed because he's my friend. Like
but
I was testing myself.
But you work well also in front of the camera. I can see you on TV. Maybe on SABC One, TV, acting there. Maybe you don't know. Maybe the passion will also like take you there. Would you deny if maybe there's someone who says no, and Nerusha, I have a character for you? Can you?
I've had those.
And I've rejected them.
I'm not ready for it. Maybe. I'm not ready for it. Maybe I don't know. I've had those. I've got this character. I can just see you. I'm writing something, and all I can think of you. I'm like, cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Not right now.
But they must keep shooting their luck. You hear guys, keep shooting your luck. Maybe she's saying not now. She's not closing the door. She's saying not now. Maybe in the future, maybe you'll be the lucky one. Or maybe you'll come with a character and then she'll agree to it. Because you always have to challenge yourself. But it's also great also to also know what you want. Because sometimes you see we jungle so much and
that's it, exactly.
Forget about what's important
or
not.
Yeah.
So now, since you are a person who deals with a lot of things like this, I'm sure you must also like find yourself facing a lot of challenges, and sometimes that might even lead to depression. So how do you overcome challenges that you face while also doing all these creative things? Because creatives are very tested.
Very tested. It's more burnout, right? It's burnout, and it's something we don't talk about. Because especially in the creative space, it's good to be busy. Oh, you're working. Oh, you're lucky. And, 12, 13, 14 hours, we love it. It drives us. But then when you're burned out or we're just going from one gig to another, one set to another, and it becomes a lot. And then I think my sons keep me home, keep me grounded, just praying my prayers. I'm a spiritual person. Keeps me grounded. My family, my mom, and just things that this industry can't offer me. Basically, just going home.
Yeah, because we see a lot of creatives facing depression. Some of them even hear that they commit suicide, and many people are always wondering, but this guy had money or this lady had money, but why are they committing suicide? It's because they don't understand the pressure that has to go with this. And when you don't have anything to follow on, because challenges are bound you are bound to have challenges, especially in this space. And I'm sure you've faced a lot of those challenges, setbacks, and there was a time also where maybe you felt like,
not for me, or I want to get out, or I can't just go from one job waiting for another job, the wait game, because you never know. Us as creatives, right? Yeah, okay, fine, you're on a job now. When's your next job?
You don't know.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, thankfully, I've been finding ways to diversify, getting clients in. I've also been tapping into the advertising space. A lot of agency clients that are shooting, and they have obviously, their set clients who they do work for, and then they want out of studio locations, and they're needing some services, and that's where I come in, and that's where that's where I have found kind of a balance, because in film is not constant. Film is not constant. And especially now, I mean, in South Africa, we rely a lot on funding. And if there's no funding, there's nothing being created or produced. And then what happens? We sit. Creatives sit. And that's another depression cycle.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where I also found a gap or transition or how I diversified. But I mean, it's the same space, film and into the advertising space, where I offer these to my clients.
Because now you even hear of like well-known actresses and actors who are broke and
Exactly.
people are donating for them.
Exactly.
And it makes you wonder, with so much fame, because usually when we see you on TV or when we see you doing big things, we'll always think, this one is a millionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the reality, it's not like that.
It's not like that. It's hard. But also what I've learned, right, especially in this industry, yes, you're going to get this amount of money. It's not going to last you forever. You're going to have to plan and stretch that money because you never know when your next paycheck is. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have to plan and save for the rainy day, even as hard as it is, instead of buying that whatever bag or shoe or whatever it is that people buy, spend their money on, or car or the dops on the weekend or whatever.
So financial literacy is also like important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's one thing where creatives, they don't take the time to educate themselves on, or they just take it for like, okay, going through it so mellowly. It's a business. We have to be financially literate to be independent, to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
that's very important. So what's your advice? What advice can you give maybe another young woman who's out there, maybe who's looking to do some of the things that you've done, but they feel like, they're stuck and their life is not moving at all?
I would say go out there, put your best foot forward, be your confident self, educate yourself. For me, I think that's what I can contribute to. I mean, like most of the things from the industry, self-taught. Like I'm saying, there's YouTube now, there's everything else. There's Udemy, there's courses online. There's no excuse. There's podcasts that have a wealth of knowledge from people where, I mean, we could never afford to be sitting with whoever it is, but I mean, now you can watch a podcast with them and just gaining that knowledge or insights from somebody. And empower yourself by those things. Invest in yourself. That's what I would say to all the young women out there. Invest in yourself. It all starts within. Everything that you want, it all starts from within, and you have everything that you need.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that if you don't hear what she's saying, because maybe you don't want to hear it, you can't force people from hearing. I think you've said it all. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you as a person of how do you want to like drive your life, because you must always like follow your life. I always say that, follow your life, because your life is waiting for you. It just needs you to be brave enough to follow it. And if you keep meeting different people, they're gonna like take you to different places also, because we can't do this also on our own. Well, that's another thing that we discover along the journey, that you can't do this all on your own. If you are trying to do it on your own, you're not gonna go very far.
You're not gonna go very far. We need people.
So now, where can people like find you? People maybe who wanna work with you on your company or do 48-hour film. People who just wanna get in contact with you.
So on TikTok, Nerusha MS, Maharaj Sadapal, double barrel. On Facebook, it's Nerusha Sadapal, in brackets Maharaj. Durban 48-hour film project on Facebook. Visual Network SA is the company name. Our website is vnsa.co.za. And contact details are there. Our email address is even a contact tab or a WhatsApp where people can WhatsApp us from there. The 48-hour website is the number 4 and the number 8, so 48hourfilm.com/Durban, where you can get all the information about 48, what's some past films, and just know more about the project. And obviously, it's an annual project. It's happening in September this year. And I mean, last year we had 161 teams. Who knows this year?
Showcase this one. You going over 300.
Don't say that.
Oh, it's too much work.
Oh my
But
God.
hopefully, let's just go, because we're manifesting now.
Oh, we're manifesting. Okay, bring it on.
So,
Bring the funding with it.
but they must fund. You can't
Bring the funding with it.
300. The funding also must double or triple.
Just at Minister Gates. On this one.
Yeah, it must triple also the funding, because you guys are like bringing a lot of people to life actually. Because you know films, they are very important. As much as we may downgrade how important it is, but it is very important, because people are getting ideas from these things. And they are growing. So government must fund important things. They must fund important things. And good luck with everything. I know that you're gonna keep growing, because I see your spirit. I see that you are a person who's very dedicated on what they do, and that I do believe that must also be rewarded.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you for being part of the show. I really enjoyed speaking to you and sharing all these things, and hopefully in the future we'll have a film masterclass also.
Of course. We'll invite your audience. We'll have one wherever. Of course.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for respecting even the time to even come. And
no, thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So if you are still watching here, make sure that you follow Nerusha on all the social media platforms that she mentioned, and be ready for September, because 48-hour film, they're saying it's coming back, and the target is 300 now. So be ready, be creative, because you don't want to miss this chance. And also subscribe here on Now Popular Studios, and make sure you click the notification button and follow us on all the social media platforms. Lumkile Zinyanga, I'm signing out. Thank you.